Hey there, second grade. Hey, have you ever gotten anything from Amazon before, or Target or Walmart? Maybe your mom or your dad or grandma sent something to you for your birthday or for a holiday and it came right to you, that package did? Did you ever wonder where it came from though? Like, did it actually come from a store? Or like if it's from Amazon, like does Amazon even have a store? Well, it turns out they do. All those packages had to be stored somewhere, and they're stored in these places that are called warehouses. Here, let me show you what a warehouse looks like right now. Whoa! Look at this huge place. This place could hold tons of football fields. They're bigger than football fields all put together. It is row upon row upon row of stuff. And when you search for something like a new toy for your birthday or a toothbrush, where is it? You know, the internet is a little bit like this huge giant warehouse right here because the internet is just full of stuff that we want to find, but how do we do that? Well, today, that's what we're going to try and practice. We're going to get online and we're going to do an internet search. We're going to use a search engine to look through the whole internet to try and find the answers that we want to find with some questions that I have for you about the United States of America. Now, that's our work today. You might be wondering, though, before we get to that, how does Amazon do that? Do they use a search engine to try and search through all this stuff? Well, yes and no. They do have ways that they can figure out where in this giant warehouse of stuff is the toothbrush or the new toy, but they also have another helper that I want to show you because I think it's pretty cool. So the helper that they also have to search through all of that stuff that we saw is a robot. Yeah, check this out. These guys are robots. And what happens is these robots, they drive themselves and they get instructions. This is where computer science comes in. Computer scientists give them instructions and they tell them how, like, look, there's like these lines right here. Okay, they tell them how to drive on the lines, and then they say like, hey, you got to go to this particular place and find this big giant bin of stuff. And then they go under there. Look at this. They're going under there, and they're going to lift it up. Whoop! And then they're going to drive it away, and they're going to take it to the place that they wanted to go. In a way, that's kind of what we're going to do today. We're going to use a search engine. That search engine is going to be like this robot that's going to go out, find the information that we want, and then bring it back to us so that we can use it how we want to use it. All right, are you excited? I'm pretty excited. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to do an internet search. I need you to find the USA fact sheet that I put in your take-home packet you got on Wednesday, so that you can do this with me. What it has is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 questions on here about the United States, and then there are boxes underneath that I want you to write your answer in. So what we're going to do is we're going to search the internet for the answers to these questions. This is exactly like searching a giant warehouse for a specific item. Okay, there's lots of information out there. And you can't just say something like, oh, I want a toy. You have to be really specific here. I want this particular toy, which is in this exact location. When we do an internet search, same idea. I just don't want to, I don't want information about a state. I want information about a specific state and specific information for that state. Take a look at the first thing on our list. The first thing on our list, the question is, what is the capital of Nevada? I don't want any capital. I don't want any information about Nevada. I want the capital of Nevada, or Nevada's capital. So what we need is a way to search the internet. And what we have is what's called a search engine. Google is a search engine. There's lots of other kinds of search engines out there, actually. There's DuckDuckGo, and there's Bing, and there's other ones as well. But we're going to use Google today just because it's kind of the one that's on your computers already, okay? But just know that there are others out there. Now, in the Google search box right here, we've got a place that we can put in our search. So what we could do is we could type in all the words, what is the capital of Nevada? But that's a lot of typing. And actually, we could make our work faster and easier if we did this. instead of typing in all the words, one of the things I've done is I've kind of bolded for you the important words. Then some of the words in our search just aren't as important as others, like the word is. Is not that of an important word. Instead, the most important words in that search that we're wanting to do is the word capital. Now, it's not just capital anything. Like, for example, Google is already trying to guess what it is that we're searching for, and it's none of these. Capital of, and it's still trying to guess, but it needs more words. We need to help it a little bit more. Nevada. Capital of Nevada. Those are the important words in our question. When I want Google to actually go and search, I can either click on one of the things that it gives me, capital of Nevada, if that's the answer that I'm wanting, or I can push the enter key. Remember, enter means go. Enter, go. So I like the enter key. Capital of Nevada, go. When that happens, it's kind of like we just sent one of those Amazon robots out there. It went whoop, all over the internet, found the thing that we're looking for, whoop, and brings it back to us. So in this case, Carson City is the capital of Nevada. So we are actually going to write Carson City into that top box right there. Okay, and now it's time for us to do the next one. So what is the smallest state in the USA? Maybe you already know it. Maybe you don't. Better double check. So when we're ready to do a new search, we're going to come up to our search bar again. And this is Google's search, but this is true for Bing and for others as well. There's going to be a search bar. We erase what's in there already so that we can start a new search. We could type what is the smallest state in the USA, but that's a lot of words. So we're going to pick the keywords out. Keywords, smallest state. And then I do like in the USA, but here's an even more helpful hint. You might even see your search show up. Smallest state in the USA. There it is right there. When I click it, boom, there is our answer right there. And that's what I'm going to write down in the second one. Now, they're not always going to just pop up right like this, okay? I'm going to do a search for something that is not on our list, just so that you can see an example. Okay, so what if I wanted to find the largest city in Iowa? Take a look at this. Okay, this didn't pop up as a nice big flashing sign that said Des Moines, but the answer is still there. The largest city in Iowa. This is like a list right here. Okay. And it says Des Moines is right here at the front of the list. Des Moines is the biggest city, in this case, by area. Okay. If I wanted to search for population, maybe instead, largest city in Iowa, population. Let's see what I get here. Now here I get a list. Okay, but the list still tells me who's number one. Des Moines. Des Moines is number one. Who's number two? Cedar Rapids. So when you're doing these searches, don't be afraid. Don't be like, oh, it is not telling me the answer because it's not nice, big, and bold right in front of your face. Like, read the web page, look at the information, see if it does tell you somewhere what the answer is on the on your results. Okay, so that's one of my most important things I can stress to you right now. It won't always be just as easy as a nice big bold word. You have to actually read the web page to see what it is that they're telling you. I want you to go through and I want you to fill out the rest of this sheet, okay? I want you to find the answers to these questions, and I'm going to put the answers at the end of this video. So you should stop the video now and don't look any further until you get them all done, because I don't want to give you the answers. When you're done, if you have time left over, you can get onto my webpage and you can do some activities on the 2 for second grade, okay? But until then, pause the video now. Don't cheat. Don't look. Find the answers in Google to these 8 questions. Already done 2 for you, and then come back, play the video, come to the end, and check your work to see if you were right or not. Okay? All right. good luck searching the internet for these questions here.